Hello everyone, it's Intern. Welcome back to a brand new video, and in this video, me and a good friend of mine, EmeraldPoint, discuss our predictions for the Marvel Spider-Man sequel. Now, my friend EmeraldPoint has already uploaded our Spider-Man Miles Morales discussion review video on his channel, and I will have a link to that video in the description below. Now, the video that Emerald posted on his channel was a discussion of our thoughts on the game and etc. Basically, like I said, a review on the game, but this video will be segments from our discussion talking about our predictions for the sequel of Marvel Spider-Man. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys check out Emerald's video and check out Emerald's channel as well. He does amazing content on a variety of games, he does amazing streams on Twitch, and he's just a really amazing person. So yeah, check out his video and his channel in the description down below. But now, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Got me thinking, right? It's like, if we ever, a lot of people want the next one, right? Spider-Man PS4 2, or whatever it's going to be called, right?
Yeah.
The sequel to the first one. They want it to be a tag team thing, right?
Yeah.
But if it is, who's picking Peter? Like who?
No, okay, speaking of this, you know how you're saying who's gonna pick Peter? I honestly think that since they gave Miles such like amazing abilities in this game, and they've been teasing the symbiote in like the after credit scenes, like with Harry having the symbiote and with Norman Osborn and all that stuff. I honestly think that in the second game, Peter's gonna get the symbiote and they're gonna even out like the abilities, so people won't choose Miles that much and have more fun with him than Peter. I think they're gonna have Peter with more like these symbiote abilities and kind of like have them be equal with abilities and like have them both be fun, so people don't choose Miles over Peter. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting thought. I hadn't actually thought of that, really.
Yeah, I was like looking on Twitter, and a lot of people were saying that they think that they're gonna give Peter the symbiote and like he might use it to have like more abilities, and then when they start realizing that like it's actually like affecting him like in a bad way, like in Spider-Man 3 when it was like driving him away from his family, like his friends, that he's gonna get it like taken away from him and go back to like Venom or Harry or whatever.
Right. Yeah. No, that's actually something interesting, because I think they need that, because like I will not pick Peter over Miles anytime.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna expand Miles like powers in the second game and include more awesome stuff. So they're gonna have to like do something to Peter to make him more fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think that they're gonna do that. I think they've been teasing the symbiote with Harry and everything. I think Peter's gonna somehow get it, and then he's gonna show Miles like, look, I have these awesome new like the symbiote is like it's with me now. I have these awesome new abilities, and then they realize that it's doing bad for Peter, and then like there's conflict between them two, like the two Spider-Man, and I don't know. I think that's how the story might go.
Yeah. Now, speaking of that teaser, like, what do you make of that? Do you think like Harry is gonna be the new Venom? Do you think they're trying to use the symbiote to like make him Goblin? Like, what do you think? Because we've seen Harry as Goblin before, but we've never seen Harry Osborn as Venom, and that'd be something...
Yeah, I think that in the sequel, I think he's definitely going to be Venom. I think that the main villains might be Harry as Venom, and then probably Norman Osborn as Green Goblin, and probably Kurt Connors as Lizard, because in that... what do you call it? The end credit scene in Miles Morales, Kurt Connors is there working like on Harry, and then Norman tells him to like let him go. Yeah.
That, but like you actually pay, like if you at quick glimpse, it looks like he doesn't have an arm, but he actually does.
Oh, he actually does?
Yeah, he actually. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but like I'm pretty sure that he had. I don't think that was Kurt Connors.
Well, it is, because like when you put on the subtitles, it actually says Kurt Connors on it when I was playing it.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, and then and like I think the Lizard is already been established in the game, because like I was playing Spider-Man Remastered the other day, and I found like this Easter egg where it had like this one like the backpack tokens, and it had like this little vial of blood, of Lizard's blood, or to like make the Lizard back to Kurt Connors, and I think he's already been established here and in like in the universe of Spider-Man, and I think he's gonna be one of like the main villains in the sequel.
That'd be very exciting, because I love the Lizard, and I think he would be great in a video game, scenario. I think that'd be sick. That's cool. I don't play with subtitles, so that's interesting that you mentioned that.
Yeah, I was playing with him. I already saw like I think a video before that happened. Like I looked at it, and then it said Kurt Connors, and then I saw like in the game, and I was like, oh my god, these three people in this room in in the end credit scene, they're probably gonna be like the main villains. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see Harry Osborn as Venom, because we've never seen that. Insomniac is gonna be trying to do something new, and it's just gonna be really awesome to see Peter fighting his best friend, and they're like, he's a symbiote and he's like Spider-Man. It's just gonna be really awesome to see them like fight each other.
Really hope they do the thing where he realizes he's Spider-Man, like he knows it's Peter.
Yeah, like he knows it's Peter, and like it's just gonna be emotional as heck.
A combination of like Spider-Man 2, right, and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like he hates him, but like like that whole like he realizes it's Peter moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's like, oh, it's like my best friend, but like, I hate you too, like stuff like that.
But I just find it so weird that like part of me just like doesn't want to accept like just conclude immediately that he's going to be Venom, because like they could be trying to use the symbiote, and then it turns him into the Goblin, and the symbiote then attaches to Peter. Because how can the symbiote be in Peter or with Peter and Osborn?
Well, yeah, that's true. Maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe it could leave Harry for some time and then come back to him. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think that Norman might become the Green Goblin. Honestly, I think he might just like go full Green Goblin mode in the sequel. I think.
Possibly. I don't know. I'm still leaning towards I think Harry will be, but we'll see.
Let me just let's just end it off on this. What are like just small predictions or just predictions for the sequel? Like, what do you think it's gonna be called? Like I know we talked about it already, but let's just end it off on like just some quick predictions for the sequel for the Spider-Man. Yeah.
I think it'll be called Marvel's Spider-Man 2. I know it's boring, but I think video games, when it comes to video games, that's usually just how it is.
I saw some people saying that it might be like people saying like that it could possibly be called like Marvel's Spider-Man, but I kind of like Spider-Man 2 better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's one of those two probably, and I still think that Harry Osborn is going to be the Goblin as the villain. That's my prediction. Quick prediction.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be, of course, Spider-Man and Miles like together. There's probably gonna be maybe co-op, or you can switch between them at like any point and do like probably like individual missions between them. And then it's gonna be, of course, Norman and probably Kurt Connors, because they teased him at the end, and definitely Harry, because they teased him already in the end credits here for both of the games, and in Spider-Man PS4 they teased him a lot in that game. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be Miles and Spider-Man taking on Harry and Lizard and Green Goblin. I think it's gonna be them and Venom, of course, because they've been teasing the symbiote, I think. But you think it's gonna be Goblin? We're just gonna have to wait and see, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be straight up Goblin, and I think Peter's gonna have the symbiote. I think that's a good idea. I think they should do it like Gotham Knights, where you can have multiple people, like you have Peter doing one thing in one part of the city, and you have Miles doing something, and you could switch to them, but like you could switch in the middle of a fight, and like Peter could be completely somewhere else, and you don't know what's going on. It's like they're doing different things in the city at the same time, and you just switch between.
Yeah, it could kind of be like GTA 5, like when you're playing like with Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, like where you switch to Trevor and he's like off doing something else.
Yeah, no, that's like the perfect, like, thank you for mentioning that, because that's totally exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like you could be doing a mission with Miles swinging around, and then you just switch to Peter, and he's like helping this, I don't know, just helping like some citizens or like in the city. And yeah, I think that's how they're gonna do it. But it could also be co-op as well. I think co-op could be awesome too.
Yeah, I think whatever they do, I think they'll do it right, because they're pretty good at making games.
Yeah, and then they're definitely gonna add many more suits. Now, do you think that they're gonna transfer over those suits from PS4 to the new game, like just completely transfer all of them, or change some of them, or how do you think it's gonna go?
Yeah, if you look at games in the past, right, some suits appear multiple times. Like the common suits show up a lot. So I don't think all of them will be imported, but I do think some of them.
Yeah, I feel like so I don't know. I feel like I kind of be better if like all of them did and they added more to that. So I have like a complete like a whole like I don't know, like 100 or like 60 like suit list. But I think they're not gonna do that. I think they'll like just include like some of them, like the basic ones, and include some like the fan favorites, and then just keep adding like new ones that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
But yeah, now when do you think Spider-Man 2 is gonna get like released? In 2022, 2023? When do you think?
Yeah, I would say 2022.
Yeah, I'll probably say 2022. Yeah, I was gonna say like next year, but now they're probably like barely like getting the story and stuff, or probably like setting things up first.
Early phase.
Yeah, like in the early phases. But yeah, definitely 2022. Probably get like a reveal probably like next year or something, which is gonna like shock us all. You know, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
So yeah, that concludes me and EmeraldPoint's predictions for the Marvel Spider-Man sequel. Did you guys agree with our predictions? What predictions do you guys have? Leave them all in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And also, don't forget to check out EmeraldPoint's video and his channel because he's just an amazing content creator. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll catch every one of you on the next one. Bye, everyone.